Good morning. He said with a mouthful of croissant. Hang on. Right. Hi. Yeah, welcome to the morning of day 3 now. Obviously I'm still at the hostel in Paris, but not for very much longer. As soon as I'm done packing down breakfast, I'm going to the train station to catch my high-speed train to Luxembourg, which I'm very excited about. I'm very, very excited for 2 reasons. The first of which being that I'm actually, for the first time in 2 years now, going to a country that I've never been to. I have never been to Luxembourg. And the second reason is that, and this is going to be kind of goofy, but it's been 2 years since I've been on a proper European train. I do have a thing for trains. Let's see, how long? Train leaves at 8:40. So yeah, here we go. I don't know if you can see, but in 58 minutes, I will be whole once more. So, I'm gonna eat fast. Right, so I will say, in Ottawa, we are unfortunately not exactly spoiled when it comes to train stations. We used to have a really, really nice one, but we don't anymore. And now if you want to take a train out of Ottawa, you got 2 choices. You can either go to the spacious, but still kind of boring architecturally big steel rectangle thing, or you can go to the small house in the middle of a cornfield. Those are your options. For the record, that's a train station. Okay, and here. See that? That is a train.
SNCF, l'équipe TGV vous souhaite la bienvenue à bord de ce train à destination de Luxembourg. Je suis Guillaume, votre chef de bord.
So, as we work our way through the eastern part of France here, let me give you the brief on Luxembourg. It's a scrawny little country sandwiched in between France to the east and Germany to the west. The entire country is less than half the size of Prince Edward Island, which is wild. To be quite honest, the main reason I'm going is because I've yet to go. And as one of the guys in the hostel last night told me, going to a place because you haven't been to it yet is pretty much as good of a reason as you need to go there. Well, here we are. Welcome to Luxembourg. That train journey was way too short. It was 2 hours and 20-something minutes, but went by like that. It's one of the other great things about, oh my god, look at this. Sorry, got a little distracted there. This is apparently the Sistine Chapel of train stations. Anyway, what the heck was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, if you were to drive from Paris to here, it would take you 4 and something hours. But yeah, 2 hours and 20-some minutes on the train gets you here. So the nice thing is, whereas in North America, trains really only go the same speed as cars, here, you actually get there way faster. So again, European trains, the way it should be done. Feel-wise, I can tell you, right down to the way the intersections and crosswalks work, to the way the place sort of looks, it is very French. Apparently the culture here, at least according to Wikipedia, is kind of a collision between French and German. And they speak both French and German here, as well as their own dialect of one of the two or both, I'm not sure, called Luxembourgish. Incidentally, as we pass by Burger King, this is perfect. The people here are in fact called Luxemburgers, which I think is just great. I cannot believe that this is a street that people drive down. Look how tight this is. I mean, look at that car. I mean, admittedly, it's a tiny little Fiat 500, but still. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Detour. Coffee can wait. Can't believe I just said that. Anyway, this street looks really pretty, so I'm going to go down this way and see what there is to see. Man, that's a great view from a balcony. Look at that. Imagine having that be the place you get to go to have breakfast every morning. See, that's usually a good sign. When I come to a new city and I immediately, within like probably 10 minutes of having been here, I'm already fantasizing about living here. That's a good sign. That means it's nice and I like it. I was looking at a map of Europe, trying to figure out the places I hadn't been to yet, and Luxembourg was one of them. I had to zoom in really, really close to see it, but Luxembourg was one of them, and I really didn't quite know what to expect. But, you know what? This is awesome. One small drawback, cities that are nice and sort of multi-leveled, like here, there's an awful lot of stairs involved. Oh, that's the most musical church so far on this trip. It doesn't look like the rain is going to stop, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're going to make the most of it. It's going to be a nice, wet day in Luxembourg. The good news is, though, is that I'm actually having so much fun that I don't really care. I don't care that it's wet. I don't care that my backpack weighs a lot. I don't really even want to know how much it weighs. That's the best, is when the fun that you're having overshadows all the bad stuff. Okay, so back out onto the cobblestones once again. Two things. First of all, I've fixed my eye situation. I put my contacts in, so I kind of got tired of having my vision obscured by raindrops. Here, let's go look at this. This is, oh man. Is this not just the most intensely pretty city? That's saying a lot, having just left Paris. Look at that. I'm gonna have to stop doing this, otherwise this whole video is gonna be just nothing but me going, damn that's pretty, damn that's pretty. But one last time, damn that's pretty. Where I'm walking right now, it's called Chemin de la Corniche, which is kind of a little stone-walled walkway that you see here that wraps all the way around that. Okay, so the rain's let up, which is great news, and the sun's starting to poke out. I'm going to keep exploring for a little while, but before I do, it's now check-in time at the hostel, so I'm going to go and make myself, like 40 or 50 pounds lighter. Okay, well, welcome to hostel number 2. This one is a little bit less posh than the one in Paris, but still got all the stuff that you would want. It's got lockers and things to put your stuff in, like that. And it's got beds and stuff, and that's really all you need. Ugh. We've got some wonderful light coming in. Let's sit on the window ledge. Let's do that. So yeah, I'm going to unwind very slightly, unload my bag very heavily, and then we're going to go back out and see some more of Luxembourg. Okay, so off we go once again. I'm feeling a lot lighter, and I may have snuck in a quick little 20-minute power nap as well, so I'm feeling a lot more energized than I did before. That's also good. And third good thing, there's a lot of good things going on right now. If you have a look right sort of there-ish, you'll see that the sun is actually showing for the first time today. What I'm off to do now is pretty cool. The city, or Luxembourg City, is built kind of on and in and around a whole bunch of old fortifications that are several hundred years old. And they're all kind of still here because if they would have torn them down at any point, the whole city would have had to go with it. So they all still exist, and if you have a look right here, you can see them. Those are them. So anyway, basically, these things are a huge, huge part of the city. And they are open to the public. So all the little tunnels and things that you see there, you can actually go in. So, I'm gonna go in. So that's the way in. Oh boy. Okay. They may want money. Hang on. Let's just go check this out here. This is the free tunnel. This is the one they give you to get you hooked. Okay, let's go in. Maybe somebody will want me to cough up some euros. Let's find out. Okay, so I guess we're starting here and then going down that way. Okay, cool. I always it kind of bugs me always when there's very sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? There's organized tourist attractions like this, because it makes me feel like a tourist, which is something I almost see that as like a derogatory term. I kind of abhor the package vacation bus tour, because I almost fell down the stairs situation. See, I like being able to fall downstairs. I don't like this sort of protection of, you know, the curated tourist experience, we'll say. But I guess in this case, that's kind of what you got to do. So let's go back in to the dark pit and see what there is to see. In my blindness, I keep having to go to these little portals here to actually look at the map and figure out where the hell I am. Leave it to me to be able to navigate many different European cities, no problem. But as soon as I get to somewhere where there's actually a map, I'm just screwed. Okay, let's go figure out where the hell I'm actually supposed to be. Woo, screw that. Look, it's a cannon. Okay, so I think the world is this way, and that I'm here. If there's a big staircase right there, which there is, then I finally know where I am. Look at me. This is low enough ceiling that I might actually whack my head on stuff if I'm not careful. Okay, can I go through here? Let's see, this does not look openable. And it very definitely isn't. Oh, it's because that's the street. That can't be right. Hang on. Let's consult our handy-dandy map of boring touristiness. Is that actually it? Oh, that's a little boring. That can't be how it ends. You know what? I think that's actually it. That's actually it. Well, that's lame. I think my bag is scraping slightly on the ceiling. This does not look like a place you're supposed to go, but I've gone here. And there's not really a whole lot to see. Alright. U-turn. I get the impression that's probably not a place you're actually supposed to go. Oops.
Bonjour, on peut penser à remonter. Pardon? Il faut penser à remonter parce qu'on va fermer.
Ah oui. Il est quelle heure?
Ouais, il est déjà 17h10.
Ah, ok, merci.
Ah, parce que là, il faut qu'on fasse le tout pour dire qu'il n'y a personne dedans.
Oui, oui, ça va, ça va.
Bonne soirée.
Bonne soirée. Oh, I'm being kicked out. Yup. It's wet again. Woo! Alright, well, I guess I'm getting rained on some more then. The only upside is maybe I'm thinking maybe I can use my little map thing here as like a rain shield of some sort. Ugh. It's actually raining a little bit harder even than it was earlier. Oh, for the record, I have neither a raincoat nor an umbrella on this trip. I didn't have enough room in my backpack, so this is kind of what I'm stuck with. I'm just sort of gonna get wet. You know what? Nope, let's not get hit by the cars. Okay, so I have a cunning idea. And this cunning idea is going to both keep me dry and give me a good place to end my evening. Cut to the cunning idea. Haha. Okay, so yeah, you might have guessed. I would really rather be eating somewhere kind of in the old town, up sort of that way. But I had a look around and all the restaurants look pretty damn expensive. So I'm gonna have some junk instead. And the other cool thing about this cunning idea is that it does, in fact, allow me to say this. Let's go have some Luxemburgers. Okay, so here we go. Pretty standard stuff. A couple of hamburgers and some French fries. There is one interesting thing though, and I didn't know this. This might be the most obvious thing in the world to some people, but I had no idea. So apparently, in this part of the world, fast food restaurants serve beer. So I got one. Like, honestly, I didn't even want a beer. I just had to have the experience of buying a beer at a fast food place. This would never, ever, ever fly in Canada, but here it's a thing. Well, there we go. Now I'm nice and full. A whole bunch of great, dirty calories. Well, that will just about do it. As you can see, I've had a shower, so I'm all nice and squeaky clean. Yeah, no, it's actually been a pretty good day here in Luxembourg. I got a lot more out of it than I was expecting. I think really I'll just kind of go lie in bed for a bit, do a little bit of reading, and then pass out because I've got a very, very early morning tomorrow. I'm gonna get up bright and actually no, not bright and early. It'll be so early that it won't even be bright because my train leaves at 6, and as I discovered this morning, the sun is barely up at 8. So I will see you tomorrow, early as hell, for more of this. Until then, good night.